So, the normal intro doesn't seem as well fitted for today's video, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Obviously you already know what this video is about, judging from the title and from recent events, although if anyone's watching this in the future, I'm talking about the, I'm assuming bomb, I haven't heard yet, that happened at an Ariana Grande concert in Manchester. As of right now, I heard that 22 were reported dead and about 90 injured. There are still people missing because people just ran from the arena to hotels and stuff to get safety because no one knew what was happening. But I just wanted to talk about that and everything that usually happens after this and where we go from here. I feel like I remember this one. Not to say that I don't remember like all of them, but I remember Paris really clearly. It was the first one that I was alive and old enough for that I really understood what was happening. And it scared me. Not that I'd be hurt, because I knew I wasn't in a place where it was like Paris, where it was a target, but I was scared for others. I remember Paris. And then the next one that I remember is Orlando. And that was less than a year ago. And I know that more happened in between then, but it just, I don't know, maybe it was the numbers, maybe it was that it just didn't hit quite as close to home and didn't make the news as much. But Orlando was a big one. I remember Paris just because I remember it happening. I remember watching the coverage, I remember coming home and hearing about it, because I remember that I was babysitting that night, and we didn't hear about it till I came home. So I just simply remember Paris because I already knew that it happened. And it was the first one that I was really present for. But I remember Orlando for a different reason. I'm an ally to the LGBTQ+ community. Not actually in it, but I'm an ally. And I remember feeling personal grief after it. Paris was just fear, but Orlando was grief. It was a very different feeling for me. It wasn't, I felt more connected to the people, because I knew that they were all younger. I don't know why, really, too much. Maybe it was just because it was in my country. It was closer to me than Paris. But I remember Orlando really, really well. And now I think I'll remember Manchester. There's a girl that went kind of, I guess, viral, you'd say. Her name was Gina. And she died. There. And I think she was at most only 2 years older than me. And I just have to talk about them, you know, like the kids. That's why Sandy Hook also gets me so much. And I don't remember Sandy Hook when it happened. I remember hearing about it when I was older, but I don't remember Sandy Hook when it happened. And again, not to say that I don't remember the others or don't think about the others. It's just these are the now 3 that really stick out to me. That I felt like I was present for, in a sense. This one's different. This one's more tight-knit. Orlando was a public outrage too. And it was, you could propel a lot of hate into it because one of the first things that ended up happening was that people were saying it wasn't about the LGBTQ+ community. And in a sense it clearly was. I can see where you could come from to say that it wasn't, but in a sense it clearly was. But this one, no one really knows why yet, where I am. It just happened. And we don't know if it's, you know, a group, connected to a group, or if it was just an individual, but we'll probably find out soon. I mean, there's also the, like, backlash that's gonna end up happening after this, against probably the Muslim community, and I felt a lot more immediate anger for this one, you know, whoever is responsible for this, there's nothing left to be done except for to wipe them off the face of the planet. But it's not all Muslims, it's not the Muslim community, and it's not, no matter how many people are gonna keep pushing it towards them, it's not them. And that's not gonna stop people from putting hate onto them, and that's not gonna stop people from needlessly justifying it. I can't understand justifying it, the hate that the entire Muslim community gets. I can't understand justifying it, because, you know, it's like, I get why you're angry, but it's also, it's this thing of, if you justify, if you say that we shouldn't be, you know, attacking the entire Muslim community, suddenly you're supporting them and the people who did this, and that's not at all what that means. Just because you don't want to attack, just because you want to attack the Westboro Baptist Church, for instance, doesn't mean that you hate all Christians, obviously. I feel like this is an obvious thing, but evidently it's not. So that bothers me too. Not a happy video, but life isn't happy all the time. And people aren't good all the time. As much as I wish that were true. And the world can be a dark place. I won't even say scary place, because it's not really fear after this, it's more grief. Yeah, less a scary place, more a dark place.